Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official YouTube channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Blaze got to know Christina at the hospital. Blaze denied having kept the fact that she had a deal to become the next face of deception a secret on purpose. Blaze was congratulated by Christina on getting promoted. It wasn't clear to Blaze if she would blend in with what was deemed hot, pretty, or trendy. Blaze was described by Christina as beautiful, hot, and trendy. Natalia questioned Blaze whether it would be a problem for Blaze and Christina, to which Blaze replied that she felt it was best for Blaze to keep her personal life private. Blaze was reassured by Christina that she didn't find it problematic. Blaze grinned as she mentioned how happy Christina made her. Terry wished Tracy a happy birthday at the hospital, too. Terry informed Tracy that her blood work showed no reason to be concerned. Tracy mentioned that she had been a little sluggish lately and inquired as to if this meant anything. Terry questioned Tracy's level of depression. Tracy acknowledged that she was still in mourning for Luke's 2022 passing. Terry brought up some of the relatives Tracy had lost over the years, such as Alan, Leela, and Edward. A legend around here at GH, Terry described Alan. Terry advised Tracy to attempt sports like tennis or golf and suggested that she become more active. Tracy snorted, but she was willing to give it some thought. Terry later met with Laura and Alexis in his office to talk about a contract that would enroll city employees in the hospital's healthcare plan. Terry backed Laura's effort, which Alexis acknowledged. Laura expressed her opinion that city workers ought to have access to the greatest medical care available. Terry agreed to assist the initiative by signing a contract. After Heather's operation, Portia saw that she was no longer wearing any restraints in her hospital room. Portia left the room as soon as she had called for a nurse and a guard to put Heather in a brace. Kevin entered Heather's room a short while later. Speaking to Kevin, Heather admitted to him that she had done terrible things, describing it as though her blood had been on fire, and that the only thing she could have done to put it out was to become crazy. Upon realizing that she would soon have to return to prison, Heather became depressed. Heather was asked to see herself as a free woman by Kevin. Before realizing that Esma's body wasn't in the ground, Heather had promised to place flowers on Esma's grave. After Heather killed Brando in 2022, Heather promised to bring Sasha flowers. Heather said she would use the inheritance to purchase a modest home with a yard so Ace could play, envisioning a scenario in which Ryan had left her an inheritance through a will. As Heather started to cry, she questioned the wisdom of tormenting herself with impractical ideas. Kevin exited the room after telling Heather he would return. Shortly after Heather's surgery, Kevin reported to Portia that he had noticed a striking change in her conduct by the nurse's station. Unfazed, Portia said harsh remarks to Kevin. "You know, maybe you should try telling that to someone who didn't almost lose their daughter to that madwoman," Portia replied with anger. Kevin noticed Laura and Alexis after Portia moved aside. Kevin gave Laura his congratulations for her healthcare idea. Laura expressed her want to see Heather. Kevin then sought to speak with Alexis regarding a legal opinion. Kevin questioned whether Heather might be able to regain her independence. Alexis informed Kevin that there was precedent and that Heather's case might be reviewed, while Portia stood close by. Portia walked over to Kevin and Alexis, glaring. "Please, please, please. Don't tell me that you're considering letting Heather Weber skate on multiple homicide charges," Portia begged. Laura apologized to Heather in her room for not seeing her more frequently. Laura seemed cheerful and positive while she was with Heather. It seemed to her that Heather was bothered by something. Heather claimed that she was consumed by thoughts of the disaster that was her life. When Heather started crying, Laura held her hand. Laura soon found herself back with Kevin, Alexis, and Portia. Exuberant that she had observed a shift in Heather, Laura asked Kevin what he thought of her progress. Portia took offense at Laura's actions. Want to know what I think about Heather Weber? I'll see. Laura, please do not attempt to convince me of this mistaken Heather Weber. What a murderous woman that is. And she gave everyone a hard time. And you're okay with her doing it once more? Portia questioned in disbelief. Portia looked at Laura, Kevin, and Alexis, utterly bewildered. Alexis started to bring up a possible legal reason for Heather's actions, but Portia quickly cut her off. No. Considering that you no longer even practice law, Alexis, I don't want to hear any of it. And after this, I believe I see why, Portia remarked angrily. Portia took a while to speak again. However kind, transformed, or victimized Heather appears to you, it makes no difference. In actuality, how much time have you spent with her? In actuality, how much time have you spent with that woman? A second in this, a second in that. Would you mind assuming the role of one of my employees or myself, who has had to cope with her insane behavior on a constant basis? Just so you know, nothing even comes close to describing the suffering it has brought onto my family and countless other families. Thus, what do you know? Do you intend to present her case to a jury and judge? Since I'll resist, I want you to do it. With every breath I have, I will battle you. Portia swore in front of everyone present. Sasha informed Cody that Dante was being released from the hospital when they were in the stables on the Quartermain estate. Cody and Sasha celebrated the news with a happy hug. Sasha remarked that the summer before, Dante had assisted Cody in saving her from Ferncliff. Sasha and Cody expressed their appreciation for one another. Tracy went inside the stables after Sasha left. Tracy asked Cody to assist her in finding a friendly horse since she remembered how much fun she had had riding horses in the past. Tracy apologized because Sasha and Deception's relationship hadn't worked out when Sasha came back a little while after. Olivia came in once Tracy had departed. Olivia mentioned that Sasha had prepared shepherd's pie for supper. Cody praised Sasha as Olivia departed to serve the meal that she had prepared. Tracy noticed a brown bag containing a birthday cake in the Quartermain Mansion's kitchen at the same moment. Tracy said, "Oh, good Lord," as soon as she saw the cake. On the screen, the words birthday girl were inverted. Jocelyn introduced Felicia to Hunter Cruz, a little girl at Bobby's diner. Jocelyn mentioned that Hunter had taken over as Bobby's new manager. Hunter was greeted cordially by Felicia. Shortly after, Trina assisted in guiding Curtis into the restaurant. Curtis used his cane to help him enter the diner. To his astonishment, the diner's patrons showered Curtis with praise. Felicia commended Curtis on his advancements while Trina and Curtis were seated at a table. Trina expressed her pride in Curtis. Jocelyn came to complain to Trina about PCU bothering her to look for a new roommate. Jocelyn acknowledged that she understood Trina's uncertainty over her desire to return to PCU. Jocelyn, Curtis jokingly said, was a real friend. Jocelyn saw Dex walk into the diner. To accept Dex's order, Jocelyn stepped forward. Dex requested a grilled cheese sandwich and coffee. Jocelyn came back a few moments later and picked up a piece of paper off of Dex's table. Dex's desire to work for the PCPD was deemed reckless and stupid by Jocelyn. She figured that Dex would be much more of a target for Sonny because he was a PCPD member. Not everyone could be a doctor, Dex joked. Dex questioned whether something was wrong when Jocelyn scoffed. Jocelyn revealed that she was thinking of switching from pre-medicine to another professional route. Patients, she noted, were not necessarily kind people. Patients like Cyrus Renault, Before Jocelyn rushed off, Dex inquired. Shortly after, Jocelyn came back carrying Dex's directive. The grilled cheese, according to Dex, looked fantastic. When they were seated again, Trina informed Curtis that she wasn't hungry. Trina acknowledged that after Spencer's passing, she stopped going to the diner. Trina was concerned about sounding ridiculous. Trina just sounded like someone whose heart had been broken, Curtis retorted. I always miss Spencer, but it hurts more here than it does anywhere else that we've been together. And it feels normal, as if I could forget in the blink of an eye. The door would open, and I would look up, expecting him to be there. And then he's not, and then he is, Trina wailed. Thanks for watching if you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and don't miss any updates.